All right, guys, go ahead, coach.
Okay, I was talking to Josh Pazner before the game, and I was complimenting him on the team that he has. I think they're really good. Um, they got two of the better players, maybe three of the better players in our league, and in the point guard. Why am I drawing a blank? Um, Alvarado, post player, Wright, great player. DeVoe, really good. I think they really know who they are. They run their stuff. They execute. They play pretty good defense. We did a great job, so much better against the zone tonight than we did against them the first time that they didn't even we took them out of it. But credit to Georgia Tech, they're an NCAA tournament team, and they're a team that can go win a game or two in the NCAA tournament. And Josh has done a really good job this year, fighting through a lot of things to get his team to where they're at. Very proud of the effort of my team tonight. I thought we were really good defensively. We took them out of their stuff. They really just beat us one on one. Truth is, and when their things broke down, they just isolated us and at times drove us and made baskets. At times they didn't. I thought we had a chance late. We are trying to get it under 8. I think we got it to 8 one time, and we just couldn't get over the hump. But we've been through a lot, and um, to come from where our first game when we played them January 3rd, the way we played them now, I really think shows improvement. The great thing tonight was that everything that I've seen in practice from day one carried over to the court. It hasn't really been that way pretty much, I don't know, this month. We haven't always carried it over, but tonight we did. That shows you the character that these kids have, that they keep fighting. They've represented our school in the right way. They're people, they're kids that you should be very proud of because they've been through more than you can imagine, and they come every day ready to go. They're coachable, and they play really hard in practice, and they played hard tonight. I wish we could have pulled out the win for them and for the fans, but I'm encouraged by the fight and the effort that we had. Senior night's always a tough night for me. I'm emotional. Um, Seth Gold is a tremendous manager. Just a great person. Sunday Kiki's been at practice every day. He's in my office every day talking to me. He's got one of the best personalities that I've ever been around. I wish I could have coached him. He's going to be very successful in life. Blake Buchanan's one of the best walk-ons I've ever coached. Tremendous basketball IQ, tremendous player, and could probably play for a lot of teams. And going to miss him. Jalen Johnson, he signed with me twice. And I went to Tennessee, signed with me at East Tennessee State, and then decided to come here with me. Tremendous loyalty. He helped us get off to a good start tonight. I thought he did some good things on offense, especially against the zone. Jonah Antonio has made some of the biggest improvement I've ever coached as a player as far as defense. He became a really good defensive player, a tremendous team player, one of the most likable kids on the team. Has both feet in. Never question him. Both feet in. And Ian DeBose, got a great game tonight. Credit to him that he took himself out when he got tired. We didn't leave him out there. He got short bursts, got in and out, and I thought that really helped him. He was really able to drive the ball effectively tonight, and offensively. So um, I hate that we lost. I hate to lose, but I can see light at the end of the tunnel for this team going into the ACC tournament and for the program moving forward. Questions?
Steve,
Coach.
do you really sense the energy of the crowd, and did you and your team kind of feed off that tonight?
Oh, no question. And many, many thanks to everybody that came tonight. I wish I could have went up and shook everybody's hand, but I'm not supposed to do that. I'm supposed to fist pump or bump. I guess that's the COVID way. But I would like to have gone up and hugged every one of them. Normally, I would probably send my players to the exits and thank everybody after a game like that or a big win. We weren't able to do that tonight, but just to have everybody in there and see bodies and see people and hear them, I think it helped. It helped us. It kept us in the game. We made a couple runs. They were excited, and I can only imagine what this place will be like when it's full.
Steve, Coach K said yesterday that he anticipates it to be the wild, wild west this summer with the amount of movement we see in college basketball. how much different do you imagine your roster is going to be the next time you take the floor in this building?
Well, Josh, it's hard to say. I mean, those meetings will come here after we're done playing. We still have more to play for in the ACC tournament. And then after that, I'll gather my thoughts, and then I'll meet individually with each player, and then we'll make a decision together what's best for each one of us moving forward. So it's hard for me to say. I don't know, and I'm not gonna address it with the team until after the final buzzer goes off, and you have some time to collect your thoughts. But each year it's got more and more coaches, right? You see 700 or 800 people or more in the portal transferring. It would be nice if somebody would come to the conclusion and give us the answer if somebody's going to be immediately eligible or not. I don't think we have it. Nobody seems to want to make that decision. And so we got a lot of things we got to think about. But as far as my team is concerned, we signed three really good players early, and one of them played tonight. Cameron Hildreth is coming in here from London, England. He's playing really, really well right now in the top league in England. And Robert Boo McCray, I think was the 4A player of the year this year in South Carolina. And so I'm excited about those guys. We'll probably sign a player or two, or who, I don't know. It just kind of depends on the meetings that we have, moving forward.
Steve, given the way that the 4 games looked after the Florida State game,
Yeah.
At Pitt and then tonight, how encouraged are you by this team's effort and the way they bounce back, even though they're losses?
Really encouraged. I think it's a testament to character, testament to stick-to-itiveness, testament. Like, you think about this. You really think it would have been the opposite, right? You would have thought in January we would have struggled, and then in February we'd got it revved up. But it really went the other way. We played pretty well in January. And then we hit the wall in February. Maybe it was conditioning. Maybe it was, I don't know. I mean, Dr. Fauci can probably figure that out for me better than I can. But, again, I think that's life, man. You get knocked down. You gotta spit out the blood. You gotta get your teeth gritted, and you gotta get back up. And that's what I want this program to be about. And so, yeah, I kept coaching them. And they kept being positive. It wasn't always great. We didn't play great for a while there, but I thought tonight was more indicative of what we saw in January and what we'll see on Tuesday in Greensboro.
Steve, I can't remember if Quadri Adams came up in the last press conference, but it really feels like he's kind of crescendoed a bit here and getting a little more playing time too. What have you seen from him this last little stretch that's made him more of a go-to for you?
A defensive stopper. We didn't have one, and he is one. Can really move his feet. He's physical. He's a great athlete. He's very well liked. Got great energy, and didn't get a shot till a week ago. Most guys can't handle that. Most guys give up, or they, pout, or they blame game. He didn't do that, and I just saw it. I gave the older guys a chance. I thought they deserved it, going into the season with the short season. But finally it was like, all right, let's give Quadre a shot, and he's taken advantage of it and brought great energy. Made some tremendous defensive plays tonight. I mean, Alvarado, we had 11 points, but I think he had a lot more than that last time we played him, and I think we had 22 turnovers, some gross amount of turnovers the first time, and we had 16 tonight. It's probably too many, but they didn't get all those points off off turnovers as they got last time. And so, and I thought we attacked the zone way better than we did the first time.
Coach, I think I remember you talking about how much you appreciated the history of Greensboro and the Greensboro Coliseum.
Yeah.
You're going to play in the ACC tournament there next week.
Yeah.
And you're no stranger to the building, right? You've been there playing at UNCG, right?
Yeah, having a lot of great memories there. I did last year. Last year we had one of the best wins of the year. We opened up the season against Wofford, Furman, and Greensboro. That was really great scheduling by the SoCon. And we we beat Wofford. We lost a tough one at Furman, and we had to go to Greensboro. And Jerome Rodriguez was one of the best bigs in the country, great rebounder, and he got hurt against Furman. He was out for a long time. And my assistant coach, Joe Hughley, put our team on his back and played with tremendous character and effort. And we won a close game at Greensboro and never looked back. And we kind of sent a message to the rest of the league that we're going to be here. And so I've been in that building. I've also been beating that building because Wes does a really good job. I know the history. I'm not the historian, probably like you, Josh, but I pay attention. I think it's going to be a great chance and a lot of fun, and it'll be cool to walk in that building in the ACC, not in the SoCon. Be a little bit different vibe to it than when I went in there with my East Tennessee State team.
Coach, what were you most impressed with the way you guys played tonight, and what was the most disappointing part about it?
I'm sorry. Oh, you talking about the team?
Yeah, like what was most
I was
impressive?
really excited about the energy and the fight and the competitiveness. When in some of these last few games we've gotten down, and then we haven't fought back. We never gave in. We kept punching. We kept fighting. We kept making plays. We just didn't have enough in us. Probably the most disappointing thing would just be not our team defense, but our individual defense. But we put a lot of pressure on our defense because we hadn't scored the ball great. We made 7 threes. We got to make 10, and if we make 10, we make 3 more. We're right there, right? But I thought one-on-one late in the clock, we gave up some easy baskets where you got to have a strong chest. You got to push back, have a strong chest, strong hands, make them go through you. And I think we missed some shots again at the basket. Man, we got some shots right there. We just, we didn't finish. And so probably those things. But for the most part, I was very proud of our team tonight.
All right, that'll wrap you up, Coach.
See you.
Ian, what was it like from an energy perspective to have the juice of fans in the building?
Oh, it was amazing. I loved it. I appreciate everyone that came out. It definitely brings a whole nother element. It's part of the reason I fell in love with the game. The fans are there. They give you a lot of energy, a lot of encouragement, especially in your home crowd, home environment. So I appreciate everybody for coming out. It was great. Like it's a lot different, kind of creating your own energy. You got to bring it every night, but when you have that fan support, it adds to what you bring for sure. I loved it. It was great.
Yeah, and I know these 2 games this week are still losses, but given the way that the previous 4 had gone in those couple of weeks after the Florida State game, was this at least some encouraging effort in the 2 games this week?
Most definitely. It was a lot of encouraging effort. A lot of things we corrected. It was better execution on our behalf, and it just shows the trend that we're headed in. But it shows our potential and where we can be at. Like you said, there's still tough losses, and it still hurts. But for team-wise and perspective-wise, there are things that we can control, and we're starting to control the things we control more, and being more aware of who we are and competing at a high level.
Obviously,
Coming out of halftime, you guys I think you were down 6, and their lead got double digits, and you guys brought it back. I don't know if it was just as simple as like making shots and seeing stuff go down, but I guess what kind of let you guys pull it close there about halfway through the second quarter?
Definitely just getting stops and then making shots. That's how the game is played. I mean, when you're able to make them take some tough shots and make them miss, and then you capitalize off that by scoring, it creates momentum. And then kind of in addition to the fans, you have fan support, people cheering you on and backing you. It adds to it. So I definitely say that would help bring it closer. Just making good shots and making the open ones that we created.
Ian, obviously it was senior day, but you have kind of the unique opportunity where you can continue to play at Wake Forest if you choose. Have you made that decision yet?
I've loved my experience at Wake Forest thus far. I haven't made that decision yet. I'm focusing on the AC tournament coming up, so that's where my head's at. But it's a great opportunity. It's a unique situation, no doubt. But I love Wake Forest.
Ian, how good was it today for you guys to be able to get out and transition and get a chance to throw down a couple dunks?
Oh, it was great. We had a lot of good athletes on our team, and I was really good to get on the rims and finish some easy ones. in transition, getting layups, getting easy finishes at the rim, getting dunks, like you say, that gives a lot of momentum. It gives guys get their confidence up. It kind of pumps you up to play hard, even harder defense, and it makes the game easier instead of having to run a set all the time or having to execute or having to create when it's a set defense, getting open layups and getting opportunities, easy ones at the basket. It really gives us energy and gives us momentum and kind of carries on throughout the game.
Ian, Coach Forbes had mentioned after the Pitt game that he thought physically you had kind of hit a wall. So was tonight you busting through that wall, or do you not feel that way?
I feel a lot better. It's been a process for me coming back physically, mentally. It's something I've never experienced before. I know I've been working with the training staff, working with coaches. They've been really working with me through this whole process, encouraging me and pushing me through and really helped me along the way. But like you say, physically my body got to a point where I had to push through some things, but I started feeling better. I got on the rim a couple times, which was good. But yeah, I'm starting to feel like myself, but it's still gonna be a process for me. But I'm just excited to do all I can to help the team.
I know you said you're focused on the ACC tournament, but wherever you're playing next year, how much are you looking forward to having the summer to kind of reprogram your body and really put some time into getting back to yourself?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it a lot, honestly. It was tough sitting out, but being able to come back and having a whole spring and summer to, prep my body, get in the gym, get in the weight room, get a lot of conditioning in and get it back to where I was at before. All the work I had to put in prior to the season, getting ready for the season in the winter when it finally came, not even knowing if we were going to play games, all that prep I put in, I lost all the progress I made, which is unfortunate, but, I still kept working when I was able to start working out again. I put all the work in I could. I pushed myself. But definitely I'm looking forward to this summer off season, just getting back where I was and continue to make strides in my game.
Ian, we were talking with Coach about Quadri earlier and just kind of the progress he's made these last couple games. What's that been like for you to watch, just to see a young guy kind of hop in and get a lot more playing time here late?
It's extremely encouraging. He's worked hard ever since he's gotten here. He continues to push himself to become a better player every single day, and it translates to the court. And I'm really proud of him, and I want to continue to encourage him to keep going and keep giving it his best. He's a really talented player. A really great defender, great finisher at the rim, really got a lot of talent, a lot of potential in him. So for my role as an older guy, I encourage and I'm here for him whatever he needs. I'm here for him because I know the talent he can be. He's going to be a really special player. But it's been very encouraging to see his growth these last couple games.
Ian, it seems like it's really difficult for offensive players to get around Quadri. Do you ever get annoyed when he's guarding you in practice?
He does his best. He makes it as hard as he can. I mean, yeah, it gets kind of annoying. He puts the pressure on. He's trying as hard as every single possession, no matter if it's half court, full court, a sectional drill. He's giving it his best, and so it's definitely he's a pesky defender, but he's good, quick feet, very strong body, good height, good size, and so yeah, he's a really good defender, and it makes me a better offensive player. Just going against a guy like that.
Thanks, Ian. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Everybody have a good evening.